Welcome, everyone. How's everyone doing? Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if you can. Can everyone hear me? All right. Thank you, Stacy. Appreciate it. I haven't talked before, but hey, how's everyone doing? We are getting ready to start, and I got a pretty exciting session for you guys today. Let me clean a couple of things up here, and then we will get going. So, how's everyone doing? Hopefully, fantastic. It's an incredible day to be alive and to participate in the markets. And today's session is going to be really good for you guys. I'm going to show you some really cool stuff. And I'm going to tell you that we are very, very close to the edge. I'm now doing some final testing on the build that we will be releasing that is going to be the money machine build. So first step is we get the internal depth build, and that's going to be coming out today, later. And the beta with the money machine, if all things go well, will be out either Friday or Monday. Okay. So let me just reemphasize the fact that we are right at the end here. As I said before, the beta that we have got with the money machine will be out either this Friday or Monday. And again, like all this obviously is subject to change because who the heck knows what happens in reality. But we're right there. So before we get started, let me show you a couple of things here. Okay. This window, we are updating much more often nowadays so that you can see just the power of our statistical analysis. We had a trade in OPAD. Let me bring that up. Oh, whoops, hold on a second. Sorry, this is going to log me off. I'm going to bring it right here. We had an OPAD trade at 220. And that thing, ran up to 460 at one point in one day. I don't know if you guys saw that or not, but you really ought to be checking out what our AI does. And I want to show you where it's doing it. This is what that window looks like. This is the trade ideas channel bar, and I've got it set on AI longs. It's been kind of active today, and I'm going to talk about things that work and things that don't. And I traded some of these in my E-Trade today to get it ready for live trading. So again, even though the money machine that's coming out is in sim mode, we are actively testing it live in E-Trade. So let's just talk about what you can experience and how it all happens. So let's look at some of the losers. Okay. Come on, technology. Oh, whoops, I logged myself off. Bear with me, you guys. It's going to come right back. When I switched to the website, when I was trying to show you guys that OPAD trade, it's coming. Hold on. I'm here. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's go to VIR. So look at the monthly range. And remember, I want to bring this up to, because I really do want you guys to fully understand what you're dealing with here, okay? Okay, come on. I'm going to this OPA and why it's, hold on one second, I'm scrolling through, and OPAD, okay, here we go. So this is such an important thing that I have to tell you. Oh, sorry, Nesh. Hopefully you guys can hear me better. Steve mentioned something about my microphone, but hopefully not everyone is hearing the echo. So let's look at OPAD. Do you guys notice right here when I click on this? I want to show you what happened. So Holly picked up OPAD. First of all, it went from 98 to 155 in like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days. And you guys, it's very tricky to pick bottoms. Earnings happened, it went lower, lots of volume. But my point is, look at where it's been. There's huge potential, the pullback right here, and it started to go up, and Holly made a call at 155. Holly is a statistical analysis engine that automatically scours the market looking at footprints / fingerprints for gigantic moves. So it spotted this move right here. And unfortunately, that day it pulled back. And again, we can't control the future. We're just telling you what we see. And it had 1, 2, 3, 4 days down. So it went from 155 to 224, 30 cents off. Now, that doesn't mean that you were holding it and sitting in loser. We typically do not hold anything below a 3% loss, which is what you're kind of seeing in the window up there. And I'm pointing out why. But right after it crossed it again and it closed above it here, okay, you could have been in this and then ridden it from 155 all the way to 5. And then the beauty is that Holly doesn't just stop there, because the next day, so when it jumped to 220, it triggered another signal because of this huge volume spike. And this is where it went from 220 to 501 on the highs. Okay. So I'm just showing you guys what's possible. Scroll up. So X4, okay. Holly AI right here too. almost the exact same thing. And what I want to show here real quick is how I apply this Trade Ideas AI to not only day trade and demonstrate in sim mode, but I'm going to show it to you live. Okay. So first of all, you guys have seen this. This is my Schwab account where I do bigger position, longer term trading. And I've said before that, that you should use your active trading as a breeding ground for position trades. So Holly got into XFOR. So before I jump in, I want to show you, I am approximately just under 100,000 off my all-time highs here, but my performance 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, year to date, 1 year, 2 years. So again, I fluctuate, but I'm just showing you that, you know, this is almost like a professional athlete. And obviously I'm doing this with real money so that I can tell you guys that we're just not messing around with trade ideas. We apply what we create, but I want to show you XFOR. Okay. So remember I said that I don't just simply do it in sim mode or in Trade Ideas Pro to showcase what could have happened. Here I am in XFOR, up $7,000, and I got it from that Holly trade right here, where the entry price was 2. I didn't get it at 2, I got it a little bit higher. But I'm just saying that, just so you know, it's not just for a show. Okay? It's not just me going, oh, how great this is, and then, you know, I am doing the thing. I am showing you guys that here I am in Schwab, where, you know, I'm not as active, and today I'm down $600 in, but I am up basically almost 2 points. So I'm actually kind of close. No, I'm over 2 points. I'm close to where Holly got it. I think maybe I got it on that same day. So that you guys can see applied Trade Ideas technology. What can be done? How about that Nebius? You guys ever experienced something like this? I've talked about this over and over and over. That there's so much incredible potential in the stock market if you allow yourself to be open to be in it. And here you go. This is what's possible. Okay. All right. I'm going to do one more thing here. I want to make sure you guys know something that we've started recently is Uptick Coffee, where we partnered with friends of ours in San Diego. And here, what we're doing is we're kind of performance hacking in the morning, where we help you to charge up your trading mind by infusing mushrooms with coffee. Everyone who's had it has spoken very positively about it. And if you're a premium annual subscriber and you want it, we will give it to you as a gift. So that's on us. I'll just send an email to info@trade-ideas.com and you'll get some Uptick coffee. Okay. So let's jump back into Trade Ideas, and I want to show you a couple of things. So this is actually me testing out E-Trade, okay, live. And I want to show you some things here, okay. So notice, once again, BHR. So this was an AI trade from Holly, and I was in this trade earlier myself, and I'm actually still in it right here. I like playing these types of pullbacks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys a strategy, okay, that I've designed for this type of thing. And we are integrating the market pulse into the money machine so that basically, like right now, as you can see, even though the market's up 100 points, the Qs are doing absolutely nothing. And in this kind of an example, what I would say is that when the market is doing this, see this, like this is what we call a very low event throughput, and the negatives are a little bit above the positives. I'm going to right click clear. And what I'm showing you is that there are times where it is totally okay to just not be on the accelerator. Okay. You don't need to trade all the time. And one of the things that we want to help you in terms of the money machine is to be able to make it so that you can make those decisions better and automated. So let me give you the link. Oh, bear with me for 1 second here. info@trade-ideas.com. Okay. So that's the link for the email. So now, let me show you something. Hoping this doesn't crash my computer here. Dang it. All right, you guys, bear with me. I'm going to have to stop and restart it. This happens, unfortunately, a few times when I do these demos. And I'm actually going to switch my version so that I'm on something a little bit more stable here. So bear with me, you guys. It's coming. So by the way, when you trade live with E-Trade, it asks for a verification code. And because I just uploaded a new version, I'm getting a new verification code. And I got to go to see accounts, Windows, privacy mode. Okay, this is the account that we were in. So let me show you something, guys, that I think many of you will like and probably are not using at this point. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm going to bring this window in right here, size it up a little better. So I've got a big monitor that I do these demos on, and what I have to do is I got to size it properly so that you can see the whole screen. Okay. So this is our explosive winners channel. This channel is the one that, I mean, virtually everything that goes big, you're going to see it on this channel. But I want to show you something that I think many of you probably have not utilized, and I'm going to bring it to your attention. Okay. So let's go to right click and go to properties and show smart risk levels and on. Okay. I'm going to check it. So imagine that you are in any stock, and when you have this set, and in this particular case, I'm investing $5,000. That's kind of like what I'm showcasing here. And we automatically draw suggested stop and profit target levels that you can use just as a guidepost whenever you are potentially making any kind of trade. So here in Apple, this is the Apple Daily. Remember, picture-in-picture technology where you can see multiple levels of data on the graph. So Apple's been up 2% over 6 days. I got a 15-minute chart. And the idea is that if I was to buy right here, I would probably want to kind of have a smart stop right here, which means I would lose $245 if it hit it. And my profit target would be somewhere around here, which would give me 490. So any single stock that you were trading, and you can shrink this up, size it, these smart risk levels, and again, I got it by going right click, properties, show smart risk levels. They help you to figure out where should you possibly pull the stop. So let's put in another stop. So Dell Computer, and again, I'm on a 15-minute chart. If I squinch this up a little bit, hopefully you can see it. This is the stop, profit target, and this is the stop. All mathematical, you can kind of see what you're expecting. And I think these are the kind of things that separate trade ideas from many other vendors, is that we have all this technology designed to help you make smarter decisions. Okay, so you can see stop, profit target, all built in. These are suggestions. They're not designed to specifically, be an all end all for everyone. But the idea here is that you can use these as a guidepost, and that's what I wanted to showcase here. Okay. Let me now go back to this E-Trade. You can see, by the way, UHG. I'm in that one in the 401k, and I'm trading it in E-Trade as well. And, I'm up 3,800 on that. But a little pullback today. Once again, a day like this is not a fantastic day to be going big. So that's an important lesson for everyone. And let me show you, I'm going to give you guys something that I designed today specifically for the webinar. Okay. So this is what I call E-Trade strategy. Okay. And I'm going to paste the link into the chat here so that everyone can have it. Everyone who's a Trade Idea subscriber, you can go to File, Load from Cloud, and this is what the strategy is. So I would be trading this kind of a strategy, okay, on a day like this, and it's super selective. And let me explain just so you can kind of see what it does. This is a strategy that's looking to buy stocks that are still strong, but trying to catch them on a pullback. Okay. And here you go as an example. Ran up, pulled back, made a higher high, pulled back, and here you are. This is a really, 919, 932. So let me show you what you can do. And again, not everything has to be fully AI, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. This is my E-Trade account, and I'm going to buy 200 shares on this, so you guys can see it. Buy now. Okay. Oh. So let me show you something else. So right now, by the way, only 2 stocks are in this one and then INHD. Okay. And am I in this one already? I am, but in another account. Okay. So this is the same thing. Pull back, kind of hitting higher. I'm not getting into this one because it's had huge volatility. But let me just show you once again. Notice that when things happen, this lets you know what's going on. One stop system, OSS, broke out, and this is the potential pullback. Okay, everybody see that? So when you go to let me say here, tools, options. Okay, on my E-Trade, I'm going to show you something. Tools, options, brokerage plus, orders. I have a 3% stop, and I'm going to show you that I can put in like something, for example, 11% profit target. And if I hit save, every single thing that I get into after this will have the profit targets and stops in here. Okay, so let me give you an example. I'm gonna SHO, it's in here, so I'm gonna go shares. Uh, 200. So this is live trading, you guys, by the way. Okay, live trading from the chart. And let's see what happened. It may have been a buy. Okay. Cannot accept this order. Okay, so I'm out of buying power. That happens from time to time. So let me do something real quick. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these guys. Boom, you can hit flatten. And again, I'm not trading the money machine right now because as you guys can see, you see the negative far outweighs the positive. So that means that there's no point for me to try to jump in here and show you guys what the money machine can do because the odds are simply not in our favor. So if anything, I'm showcasing that this is a great example where we would integrate a piece of technology called the pulse meter, where we would tell you, hey guys, this is probably a time where you want to be a little bit off the accelerator, if that makes sense. You are off the accelerator because the negative events are outweighing the positive events. Okay. And here, I'm still positive in this one. It's been up quite a bit, but I think what I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna watch this carefully. I'm up $60, not a lot. But what I'm doing here is I'm kind of trying to show you guys that we are not simply releasing the money machine either Friday or Monday, but it's going to be very close to live trading probably a month and a half after, because we're already live trading with it. So things are going to move very, very rapidly. And I've never been more excited as far as trade ideas goes, because again, the whole point is about making you more efficient. And by the way, the ability to say go or no go, the ability to know when it's time to pull the trigger or not, that's one of the biggest components of using this AI powered tech. Okay. So this is the E-Trade strategy that I made. I'm going to right click and go to tree map just so everyone can kind of see it. Bring it down a little bit. Let me bring this up. Okay. So you guys see what I'm doing here? It's basically trying to give me the stocks that are still have a lot of volume, but are in a better position than just buying highs. Okay. And one of the things I'm going to do here, I'm going to show you a couple of things. I'm going to get rid of the tree map. I'm going to right click. I'm going to say configure. And here we have what's called the server sort. And I'm going to change this to position in 15-minute range, biggest on top, hit OK. So what we're doing here, okay, is we're finding stuff that's just moving the most over the last 15 minutes. So that you're always trying to catch like this little green candle, you know, again, let me right click, configure everything that we have. I'm going to go to search, position, position in 15-minute range percentage. I'm going to show the column. Okay. So ALLR, this is, it's the highest in its 15-minute range. But once again, this is an example of, even though you can see stocks, that doesn't mean that this is time to get in. And here's how you know that. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Yeah, Ali, the E-Trade strategy is a pullback strategy. So let me save and share to the cloud, just that updated part, copy here. Everyone can see it. Okay. So the profit factor is a mathematical formula that's just telling you that how overall your profits is doing in terms of relative to one another. And my profit factor is very high because this position has a 3,800 profit in it, even though it's down today. So this profit factor is for the whole thing, not just today. Step by step. Does that make sense? Okay. So once again, pullbacks are some of my favorite types of strategies. And this is one of the best pullback systems that, you know, gives you a really good entry. So the PF is not from the money machine. The PF is for the positions overall. And it's really based on this number, this number, this number, and this number. Okay, ONDS, I'm going to hit flatten and take my profit. Boom. Very simple. Okay, so now I just have this one that I got in front of you guys, and here's my stop. And by the way, you know, I can make this very tight if I wanted to. I only have 21 shares. I thought I had 200, but I must have mistyped when I bought it. So you can adjust all these stops on the fly. Don't forget these buttons: double, reverse, half, flatten. Incredible things. And right here, by the way, so it looks like the market's trying to bounce a little bit. Okay. NAMI, you know, I'm not a huge fan of the Chinese stocks, but look at the relative volume, 600. So let's play around. So I'm going to buy 300 shares. E-Trade, let's see if this works. Still no. By the way, I have a super tiny account in this E-Trade account. That's why sometimes you get these. Yeah, I don't know. Your short sell. Hard to. I'm trying to short sell it. The hell? Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on there. Shares, buy. Let's see if I can try that one more time. Buy. Did I just know? That's weird. Huh. I'll have to tell support about that one. That's a somewhat bizarre thing. Let's see here. Right click, show. Okay. I'll make sure that's fixed later on. But remember, again, I'm doing all the testing so that when none of that happens in real versions that you guys are using. So let me go to Windows. Hold on a second. Okay. So on this particular one, this one I definitely would potentially be a buyer of just because of this relative volume. I don't know why it's let's see if I can do it in a different account. MM1, switch. So I'll go into paper mode here and see what happens. Okay, that instantly worked. Okay. So one of the things that I want to show you guys, so here's this trade. Notice again, the profit target and the stop all automated. And again, I can move these as I'm moving it. Adjust the profit target like that. So this is a bracket order. Very easy to do visually on the chart. The market pulse, Louis, has been released. And let me give it to you guys. Save and share to the cloud. That's a part of Trade Ideas. Anybody can use it. Okay, do you guys have that? So what I wanted to showcase here is that there's a couple of things that you want to keep an eye on in terms of how you decide if you're gonna get into stuff or not get into stuff. And in the market pulse, see like where it's like 0.05, 0.1, 0.15. This is alerts per second. That means that not a lot of stuff is going on, even though, and right now it's 53% negative, 47% positive. So that means that anything you're getting into, for the most part, your odds are a little off. Now it's starting to pick up a little bit. Okay. So this is, again, the alerts per second, but ideally, I like that much higher personally to get aggressive with the money machine, if that makes sense. So let's, but since we're in demo mode, again, because there's a couple issues on the E-Trade side live. So let's go to money machine settings. I'm in MM1. And let's go to strong stocks pulling back. 5 positions, 13, 2, 20. We're going to go and by the way, this is something else that I want to make sure you guys see. So when the market is like this, and again, what I mean by that is just not super active. Like if I was trading $5,500 worth normally on the money machine, it will prompt you to maybe size down to something like this, $1,100. I'm doing it automatically, but just keep an eye out, take a look. Save, and then let's start. So I'm going to minimize that. It's very similar to the one I gave you guys, but take a look. So now we are running the money machine, and we are in TRVI, Riley, Lumen, REAX. And again, I was in a couple of different ones earlier. And the one that I bought, NAMI, has pulled back 3.87%. So like in reality, I mean, again, on this type of a move, you know, I'm going to stay in it, but really I don't like to be down over 3% in anything. So again, I'm just using risk. I'm going to show you guys. 3% is my general high level thesis of cutting things. And that's how I do it. So let's talk. Are there any specific questions that you want me to jump into real quick while I have you guys here? As I said, we're very close to launch. So since you have me, what can I answer for you? How can I help you the most in terms of just giving you information that can be helpful during this live stream? What is your favorite topic? And let me jump into it. I like to do question and answers, just like demos. You know, sometimes I look at this market pulse and I also trade from it as well. I mean, look at this right here. Moderna, you know, I'm not a big fan of them, but doesn't mean the momentum doesn't happen. Okay, so David, so let me ask, Louis and David asked some questions. Will the MM have a backtest mode? So the money machine does not have a backtest mode because every single day that you are using the money machine, potentially different stocks are coming into it. And we do already have a backtesting system that you can use to create a candidate group like the one I did earlier and I pasted in here. So we have the backtesting. But backtesting, you guys, is a very, very statistically complicated thing. And the whole AI system that we use, I'm going to bring it back in here and just show it to you real quick. Oh, man, again. Sorry, guys. Got to do that thing again. Hold on. Whenever it's like it knows that I'm in these and I get like, I get these ridiculous. It's almost like someone's out to get you. Bear with me. There are no pulled punches in live stream demos because whenever I do something, you know, the system can always, in testing mode, which is where I showcase this information, the system can always do something very weird, which is what it was doing. Let's go back to NM1. This is where we were. So this is the money machine just without the topless data. And what I was saying before is that all of this right here, RAI, is the back-tested system. That's the thing that gives you the DDs, the OPAD, OfferPad, the X support that I showed you that I was in Schwab. All of these things are things that I have tested for, and this is the ultimate back testing system. So the money machine doesn't need it because you already have it here and you can use all of this stuff. In essence, the money machine is the AI of momentum-based automatic entries and exits. What we're trying to do is give you the ability to do something that by hand would be very hard, which is get in and manage multiple positions. Most people can't do that, and that's what the money machine focuses on. All right, let me continue. So you guys, in terms of what is the best broker to connect to, E-Trade is pretty good. We split up the testing and trade ideas where I'm testing E-Trade, but we have a couple of our other team members who are testing Alpaca, Interactive Brokerage. They're all somewhat comparable. So yeah, by the way, the money machine, when we release it this Friday or Monday, is in paper trading mode. It is not yet in live mode. That's going to be a totally different release. So the money machine is in paper trading mode. It's in sim mode. Like right now, I'm in sim mode with the money machine. So what I can do here is, and we encourage you to do exactly what I'm about to show you. So I can highlight all of this, flat. I'm gonna hit start money machine. And there we go. So this is all in sim, but this gets you an idea of what possibly you could expect and see in real life. I've shown you guys this in E-Trade. I've traded this live for you in E-Trade in these demos. And live is not that dissimilar. Again, you can see the bid and the ask so that you can see like what the spread is and things like that when you get in. Raja, Raja's question is, how do you get the races for the money machine? So the race and tree map are really the same thing. You can right click on any race and say show tree map, and then you can pop that into the money machine. But if you send us an email to info@support, we'll get you more specific details on exactly what you want to do. Arthur, we are working on the manual as we speak and feeding it into the AI so that the AI can, our internal GPT can help you with it. But when we release this at first, right, and I want to make sure everybody understands this. So when we release this Friday or Monday, it's a very early release. It's like, even though it's a beta, it's really almost like an alpha. People have been just so excited to do what we're doing here. They want to trade it. They want to mess around with it. And we want you to as well. So it's kind of starting first without a lot of the supporting things, and you can, and we're all going to kind of jump into it together. But all of those documentations are already being worked on. So how do you know which stock races are in play for Holly? Sorry, which stocks are in play for Holly? Let me just show you. Hopefully my system won't shut down here. I brought this in. So this is our channel, right? This is the AI long channel. So right now, there have been a total of 8 trades, but only 2 are in play today. Okay, right now. Which means, and because I told you, the market is not very cooperative, but in reality, you would probably still be holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 8. And this one down 3%. This one, again, you can see the stop loss area. So you would have been out of here. Let's just show you. And this is kind of cool, you know, because it tells you also the savings possibilities. So for example, if you bought right here, 542, you would have been out at 526, but it went as low as 485. Okay. So this is where you are right now. That's quite a bit of savings. So it tells you that these levels are good and they're designed for you to really avoid risk. You know, there's nothing wrong with being in this one because you haven't hit the stop. You know, you're right there. It's entry, you're only down 0.29%. KDP, same thing. Stop has not been hit. and INHD, we're again over 1% away. So these are the ones that are kind of in play, and these are the ones that are out. So NivTop asked a good question. When will we notify who will be participating in the testing and things like that? This is a very good question, and the answer is kind of simple. Every single premium subscriber to Trade Ideas who wants to download the new beta with the money machine while it is out will have access. So what do you need? You need premium Trade Ideas. Does that make sense? Premium. Yeah, Pepe, absolutely. Treat it like an alpha. Don't forget that for anybody who understands how to use our technology, right? I mean, you can really jump in here and start designing your own. So we gave you an ability. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to stop it. I'm going to flatten everything. I'm going to go to Money Machine Settings, and I'm going to right click and I click Configure. I can copy paste stuff in here. This is our own powerful tech, but you can adjust any of these levels. Okay, and you can collaborate and paste your own. So, for example, let's say I go to the link I gave you guys. Bear with me for a second here. So I'm going to open up this top list that I designed. So bear with me for a second. Okay, so remember I gave you guys this top list. It's already in the link. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to go to collaborate right here. So this is different than cloud, but I'm going to go to collaborate. I'm going to say copy all. Okay, I'm going to minimize this. Then I'm going to go to Money Machine Settings, and I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to say Paste Collaborate. See, it says E-Trade Strategy, and if I go over here, and I go to Configure, these are all the settings that I just did for you guys. That's how powerful this is. So you can really custom design your own thing. Okay, so I'm going to go MM2, hit save, and I'm going to start it. Boom. I think Brad and I were doing, actually, I know why it's doing that. Brad and I were doing a setting in here. Money machine settings. I'm filtering it on change from the close, but I want to filter it on position in 15-minute range. And entry settings, let's go to stop and exit. So again, lots of customization that you can do. This is an incredibly, incredibly powerful piece of tech. And again, you can use TradeWave for entries and exits. So many different things that you can do. But I just want to make sure you understand that when we start, okay, so let's start this again. I think because I'm using this is actually a really good example of something. So notice that I'm using TradeWave for entries and exits, and because these are all in TradeWave sell signals and the buy is not hit, it's keeping me out. Okay. use TradeWave for entries and exits is kind of like another piece of technology that helps you to avoid things. So CNMB, notice this one is in a buy signal, okay? And that's why I'm in it. Whereas the sell signal, sell signal, sell signal. And right here, the market has started to pick up again. So potentially you would be, getting into some things. But these are all the things that we're integrating. We're integrating working completely with the overall risk management of seeing what the market is doing, positioning you in stocks that are suited for your risk tolerance and having it automatically manage it all. So Nesh, how is the money machine different from Holly, TradeWave, and the TI scanners? So the TI scanners are, it's not so much that it's different per se. TradeWave is just a way to gauge momentum. So the money machine can use TradeWave. That's up to you. What the money machine does automatically is that it scours your universe of stocks and it gets you in up to however many positions that you want to get into and manages the in and out for you completely. So it'll get in, it'll take profits, it'll re-enter. So it's like a fully functional momentum-based trading assistant for you. That's really how it is. So it's all integrated, Nesh, not different, but it's using it all. The scanner technology and the TradeWave technology and the tree map technology are all integrated. So it's using all of that in a sense, the same underneath, and just feeding it to you in a way that you're hopefully optimizing the most momentum technique that's available, not the most, but the highest quality momentum trading technique that's available in today's market. It's kind of like the self-driver for your car. Ost, I think it'll be probably less than a couple of months, but right around there. Yeah. So, Ali, you will have to download the new beta to get the money machine once the money machine is released. You will have to download it and be using the beta, but it should be totally stable. I mean, this is what we're doing right now. The stuff that you see me kind of go through, I'm not shy about stopping and starting stuff because I am kind of showing you that the CEO of Trade Ideas, I'm not C-suite, I'm in the trenches, okay? I am in the trenches with you. All the errors that can happen, I feel them first and I use live money to it as well. So like, for example, I don't know if I connected it or not. So here, I mean, this is a live trading account. This trade right here, I got in with you guys, to show you that I do it as well. I'm actually going to get out of this one. And BHR, again, lots of volume. I'm very close to exiting this one as well, but I'm going to stay in this one because still up a little bit in it, even though I've been trading it in both directions. But the bottom line is we're all getting ready. So Ali asked a very important question. Can you download the money machine with monthly premium? 100%. Any premium subscriber, annual or monthly, we do not discriminate there at all, will have access to the money machine. So if you want to try it for a couple of months at premium, if you're currently not premium, you do not have to have an annual subscription to use the money machine. Does that make sense? It's just that it's a premium subscription functionality, not anything else. But what I do want to show is that, again, think about this, guys. So this is live, and I am down $520 in this stock, but through all this BS today, we're actually up a little bit in actual live money machine trading on E-Trade in live dollars. Very little, but you guys saw me stop, start, stop, start. So I'm sitting in a $520 loser of a $3,598 winner, which is totally fine. But overall here, still doing decent. Okay. All right. We are at the hour mark, ladies and gentlemen. Final questions. Fire away. Let me know, what can I answer before we close out our fantastic Wednesday live stream? Ali, no, the first version of the money machine is only downloadable. We are going to get it on the web, but not the first version. Nesh, you will have all the basic, like you will be able to start and stop the money machine without any configuration whatsoever. In fact, one of the things that we are working on, let me stop this real quick, is a much better UI for this, where this strategy drop down is a lot prettier. But look, you can trade Holly AI off of the money machine, just FYI. That's stuff in there. Okay. We're working on this user interface to improve it. This is kind of like your programming matrix right now, but all of these presets will be there. You will not have to start from scratch. Ali, thank you. We appreciate what you're saying. There's definitely something for everyone. David, I'll throw out that as a suggestion. I mean, I think what I maybe should say is that in reality, there's a huge market explore opportunity coming. We're working on that. We're going to integrate it into lots of different stuff and make it much more easily accessible. Yael, we do not currently link with Robinhood. Let me tell you what's coming up. We just finalized the deal with TradeStation, so they are next. And after TradeStation, it's Webull. So right now we've got Interactive Brokerage, which we've had forever, E-Trade and Alpaca. TradeStation and Webull are coming up. And, I mean, if Robinhood wants to reach out at some point, I mean, I'm sure we could figure something out. But right now, those are the ones. All right, NetTrade, thank you guys. Thank you, everyone. I had a huge group today, man. One of our records, I think. Making lots of progress. And again, beta is coming. Watch for your emails. There'll be announcements. Yeah, Lightspeed, not yet. Not yet. We've worked with them a long time ago, but things kind of went in different directions. So, yeah. All right, everyone. Love you all. Thank you. Have a fantastic day. Cheerio, Nesh. Talk to you guys soon next week. Bye.